We are so excited to take you on this clear kayak adventure through Tarpon Springs. Before we hit the water, I'll go over some important details to make sure we all have a safe, fun, memorable experience. For safety, we're required to review a few guidelines set by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. If you have any questions about these instructions, please ask your tour guide. First off, we're going to cover some of your responsibilities as an operator. You are responsible for safely operating your kayak. Please avoid reckless behavior. Don't engage in careless, recklessness, or negligent actions while paddling. Please do not paddle under the influence of alcohol or controlled substances, as it's dangerous to you and others around you. Now we'll cover a few important rules about navigation. Always keep an eye out on your surroundings and watch for other boats or obstacles. Stay a safe distance from other vessels and objects. Paddle at a safe speed based on the water conditions and the area that you're in. And please always operate in a defensive manner, and when possible, give way to other vessels. While navigating the waterways of Tarpon Springs, it's important to keep an eye out for all buoys and channel markers. Once we leave the marina, we will be crossing an active boat channel. We will cross as a group. On the tour, we will paddle off to the side of active boat channels, but you must pay attention to the markers and your surroundings while we paddle. There are also a few other things we must keep an eye on while we paddle the waterways, including special waterway hazards. If you do see a boat with flashing emergency lights or an orange flag, this is an emergency vessel. Please stay at least 300 feet away. Also, as a group, we will pay attention to the weather. We'll turn back if conditions become unsafe, but it's always a good idea to watch those weather changes. When boarding the kayak, please be advised that it is slippery, and the floating dock can have small movements. First, grab the side closest to you with one hand, then step 1 foot into the middle of the kayak, reach across to grab the far side, then place your second foot into the middle of the kayak and slowly lower into your seat. To exit the kayak, wait for your guide to assist you and follow their instructions. Now we'll be covering some important information about our safety equipment. Your life jacket has a warning label with additional safety information. Please remember to wear your life jacket at all times. We provide life jackets for adults and for children over 30 pounds. Each of our life jackets is equipped with a whistle. If you are in distress or need to emergently capture the attention of your guide or other boaters, please use this whistle as a distress signal. While operating your kayak, use your paddle to steer and stop your vessel. Paddling on the right will help the kayak turn left, and paddling on the left will help the kayak turn right. Paddling backwards will stop the kayak. Please note it's really important not to stand in the kayaks. Instead, stay low and seated to maintain balance. Now we'd like to cover some procedures in the unlikely event that there is an emergency during your tour. In the event that you do fall out of your kayak, stay calm and stay with your kayak. Your guide will help you reboard if needed. Make sure that other boats can see you, especially during low visibility. Most boating accidents happen due to not maintaining a proper lookout, so make sure that you stay alert. If there is an incident, it is important to remain on scene, provide assistance, and report the accident to authorities if needed. If we encounter a red flag with a white diagonal slash, that's a diver's down flag. Be sure to stay clear. We are required to stay at least 300 feet away from these flags to avoid interfering with divers. We practice passive observation, meaning we'll admire them from a respectful distance. We are also paddling through a delicate ecosystem, so please be mindful of your impact on the wildlife and marine life around you. Finally, we always want to share with our guests the local waterway navigational hazards we'll see during the tour. Be cautious of shallow waters with oyster beds, changing tides, and of course the active boat channels as we paddle around Tarpon Springs. Thank you so much for listening. We are excited to have you join us for a clear kayaking adventure through Tarpon Springs.